everyone, I am Priyanka Shukla. I secured All India rank 109 in Civil Services Examination 2018. As such, I am a 2019 batch IPS officer allotted Madhya Pradesh cadre, and I am currently undergoing training. So today I am here to share with you how Jamia Residential Coaching Academy helped me in securing this rank. So I started preparing for UPSC right after I completed my graduation in June 2014. So as soon as my graduation was complete, I decided to move to Delhi to begin with preparation. In order to do that, I joined a renowned coaching in Delhi. I did coaching over there for 10 long months. But believe me, at the end of the coaching, I was as unaware of the examination as I was in the beginning. So I would suggest that you be very cautious when you choose the coaching that you want to go for, or you choose to not go for a coaching. So that is one thing. So I took that coaching for 10 long months, and still I did not know which books to refer to, and there's something called a test series that you have to go for. So after those 10 months coaching, I came back home, and because it was very unaffordable to live in Delhi, 14,000, 15,000 rupees per month, it was very much unaffordable. So once I was done with my coaching, I decided to go back home and to prepare over there. So the first attempt I took in August 2015, and I could not clear prelims. I missed prelims by a huge margin. Then again, the second attempt also I took from home only, which was in 2016. So this time I missed prelims by 2 marks only, but that too was very bad. So I was in a very precarious situation with 2 consecutive failures, and I did not know, like I was to realize later what all mistakes I was making. So I had subscribed to one website for UPSC preparation. So somehow maybe I can call it the best thing one can have. So through that mail I received the information that Jamia Millia Islamia runs a kind of free residential coaching academy. So I thought that I should apply for it. Though it does not appear much in news, at least till then it did not appear much in news. So I did not know what kind of facilities you get there, and also I decided to appear for the exam of Jamia RCA. Then I traveled to Delhi and appeared for the examination, and thankfully I got into Jamia. So at the time I was still very wary what kind of accommodation would be there, what kind of food would be there. So I decided to shift to Jamia for at least 10-15 days, so that I realize whether the conditions are suitable for study or not. So I shifted to Jamia, and in a fortnight when I stayed there, I fell in love with that place, because it was so nice, and they take in about 200 students through one examination. So all of them are very sincere, and they are truly helping. So I got real important facilities over there. You get a 24/7 library over there. Then the most important thing is that you get people who are like-minded, who are as inclined towards working hard for the examination as you yourself are, since they're selected through a very, very tough examination. Once the former director of Residential Coaching Academy, Farooqi sir, he said that the success rate of Jamia is somehow lower than the UPSC itself. So that's how the kind of people were getting in there. So the first thing was that people were very helping. Like I did not have an idea, because I had done coaching earlier. So in coachings, at least in that one, what they did, for every single subject they will recommend you 4 or 5 books, and obviously that's not possible to read all those 4 or 5 books. So somehow you begin to blame yourself when you fail in exam, that it was your mistake, you failed somewhere to read all those books that were recommended. However, that is not needed at all. When I went to Residential Coaching Academy, I came to know through people who had succeeded in prelims, who had succeeded in mains, and who had finally made it to the list, that there are certain books, you have to confine yourself, because in UPSC it is more important to know what not to study than what to study. You must have come across this phrase many times, I'm sure. So that is one thing. People are very helping over there. Like if I recall my roommate, she would get angry with me like anything if I don't study on a particular day, or if I didn't do my optional. So because when I went to Jamia, my entire focus was on prelims in 2017, because in the two previous prelims I had failed badly. So I decided to focus fully on my prelims, and my roommate was always there to remind me that please focus on your optional too, as that is something that decides your finals rank. But then since I was too much afraid of prelims, I can say, so all 6 months I studied prelims, and then I got a really good score in prelims that year in 2017. However, as my roommate had told me, the optional thing backfired. So I got very bad marks in my optional, which was geography. I got only 207 marks. Then in 2018, which was the year when I was to succeed, so I mean, I had a very good group of friends to study with. I remember we were 10, 12 of us who would prepare for prelims, the different magazines that are out there, like Vision, PT 365, Mains 365. We will all sit together, study it together. We had classrooms to access. We had 24/7 library to access, which is something that is not available at home. In fact, there are many space constraints at home for some of us. So it was the same case for me. There were space constraints. So Jamia came as a blessing to me. I got to know what particularly to study, then how to study. Then you get a very good group with which you can study things, with which you can mark test series and all, and the group study and all. The retention is very high, and if I can recall, there were many questions in prelims as well as mains which I did not read directly from a magazine or a book, which were just which were overheard during these discussions. So that really helped me. Then you get a good support system. Like in 2017, when I could not make it to the interview call, I could not get an interview call. So there were friends to support you. There were friends to say that you will make it. There were friends to encourage you to sit again all together with the same list of books. So that was one thing. And there was not a single day when I did not thank God to have me reach Jamia. So I think had Jamia not been there, had RCA not been there, it would have been very difficult, at least if not impossible, for me to get to this rank. So the authorities there are very supportive. The deputy director sir, Tariq sir, he's very accessible. If you find any problem, you can just text to him, and he's very responsive. He takes care of everything. So it's like having a father figure over there. So it's really helpful. Then there are many activities that they conduct. For example, from time to time, they will ask you to prepare PPTs on issues that may be of importance for interview purpose or mains purpose. So that really helps you develop a personality of your own, which comes to a great help during interviews, and even after you land up in the service. You don't have those hesitations, you don't have those problems while communicating with people. So that is something that really helped me, because when I went to the foundation course, I realized that most of the things that we were made to do in RCA were the things that were being done in foundation course itself. For example, we were asked to propose vote of thanks for the dignitaries who would arrive there, including respected Ashok Sajjanhar sir, who is a renowned Indian Foreign Service officer. So that way many dignitaries would come to address you. That will give you a kind of confidence. You can ask any question with them, which they will answer to your satisfaction. So these were the things that I really liked about Jamia RCA, and I'm sure had I not got into RCA, it would have been very difficult. So one day there was a girl who just came to RCA, and her father was just roaming around the library to see what kind of facilities are there. And I was passing by that area, and she was very hesitant in asking me, but somehow her father forced her to ask me what kind of situation, what kind of facilities are there in Jamia, should she shift from Rajendra Nagar to Jamia or not. So she came to me asking how it is it okay to stay here. Then I told her that I just came here with the intention that I'll stay for 10-15 days and see if things are good. And I told her that I found everything perfectly fine, and there's no place better than RCA to prepare for UPSC. And she stayed back and she got a good rank in UPSC. She is currently in Indian Defence Estate Service. And one thing that I realized in RCA is that before getting there, I did not know any person personally who succeeded in the examination. So somehow we tend to feel that there are some different otherworldly people who work very hard, only they can clear this examination. This is not so. When I reached Jamia, I saw people who cleared prelims, who cleared mains, and the year I got there, 26 people got final selection in the UPSC, and some of them got very good ranks in top 20, in top 30s, and so on and so forth. So somehow you realize that these are the people who are putting in as much effort as you, and they're making it to the list. So I realized that it is not something that is unachievable. It is totally feasible. So that confidence was something that I gained in Jamia, of interacting with people who have made it to the list. So that is one thing. And then there are also people who make it in the second attempt or third attempt or even in the sixth attempt. So since it was my fourth attempt, so I had this thing that because of getting into Jamia, I had this thing that okay, if you're not able to make in first three attempts, then two people overcome their mistakes and they make it to the list in the fourth attempt, fifth attempt, sixth attempt. So that was something that really imparted me some confidence. So as such, and something like when you're at home, you are prone to many negative things and all that. Some people saying that why are you not able to make it, maybe it is not the thing for you. So this was the thing I was saved from when I was in Jamia. And finally it was very much affordable. It was staying there was very much affordable, so it was not something that you feel bad for your parents that they're spending so much money on you and still no result is coming. So that was something that provided a huge relief to me. So that is how Jamia helped me. Then regarding IPS, I'm very happy to got this service. IPS is the first thing that I decided to become, since my grandfather has been an IPS officer. So this was something that I decided in my childhood to become. So it's very fortunate that I got what I dreamed of becoming someday. So I'm very happy regarding that, and I can't thank Jamia Residential Coaching Academy enough for having me achieve this. So I not a single day passed in Jamia when I did not thank God that he helped me get there. And so it was fun being there. Like, you learn with fun, so that kind of atmosphere was there. With the same friends, you can have fun, you can go out also at times, and with the same friends you can study. So the labor during studying is reduced a lot. If 10-12 of you are discussing something, so something goes into someone's mind, some fact, we have different retention capacity, so some fact is caught by some person, some other fact is caught by some person, and when they discuss it, it becomes very easy to comprehend and grasp. So that was very nice. So that's how Jamia helped me in getting there. and I always wanted to place on record my gratitude to Jamia RCA, and I would like to thank pupils, especially Shams, for reaching out to me and helping me place on record this gratitude. So all the very best to all of you who are planning to prepare for UPSC. Just few caveats from my side. Like, have a strategy of your own, listen to as many toppers talk as you can, and then have a strategy of your own, like what test series you're going to have, what books you're going to read. And mostly it is a common knowledge among the aspirants which books everybody is reading. So I suggest that you should go for only those books which everybody is reading. Like, just for gathering too much knowledge, don't just begin to rush around for books, because there's an ocean of books if you visit these places like Mukherjee Nagar and Rajendra Nagar. So you have to be very specific which book you have to read, which test series you have to take. Especially you should go for those which are very popular among the aspirants, especially the serious aspirants. So that is what I would like to say to you. So thank you.